EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. And tonight we start Week 9 with a good one in prime time, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Carolina Panthers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Okay, ready? Black swap.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
At the 18-yard line.
Looking to throw, Young. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for Carolina. 56 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up second and 12. Young working out of the gun. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Campbell making the catch. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession. And
Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
They go play action here on first down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jeremy Chin, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack. Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still third and long. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. And they'll go on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Derek Brown able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively and have to get ahead of ourselves. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Dugan. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets have taken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Carolina. 59 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Running right, here's Sanders. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another 1st down run right there.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. The slot man in motion right. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo from 6 yards away. And the Panthers have retaken the lead. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here comes third down and 7. Operating from the gun, Dugan. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
First down, Jets.
Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw on second down, Dugan. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23. A really nice gain of 25 yards. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. The defense was dialed into the pass. They overlooked the draw play.
And how often do we talk about the oldies are still goodies? Because that draw play comes straight from Coach Paul Brown's playbook, going all the way back to the original Cleveland Browns.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Nwangu going to get it on the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll look to throw on third and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And just inside of a minute left, Charles, they got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. So the Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
46-yard line.
Smack, red. Check, view.
Young on first down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going into halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Drops this off with Nwangu.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here's Duggan to throw. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Young to throw it this time. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
3rd and 4. Duggan.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the right sideline.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Mecole Hardman.
78 yards.
And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on off.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Panthers. A big play there.
75 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 17-14. And they'll accept that penalty. Well, Bryce and that Panthers offense, they're going to stay out there and go for two. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the two-point try. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage. He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Duggan looking to throw. This one deep for Wilson. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 71 yards. And the Jets have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. On 1st and 10, Young. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here comes Sanders on the toss right. He'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Second down, back to Sanders. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's 3rd and 6. They'll go again with Sanders. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
1st down, Young. That ball caught by Campbell. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 37 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now here's Young. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
Young. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Bryce Young.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Panthers have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
On second down, here's the wonder.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Duggan now to throw.
And this is going to be incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And that'll go as a 57-yard punt with a return of 12. And it will be the Panthers' ball, first and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Young on third down.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
Now it's been able to get it up past the 45. But with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on first and 10. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Racy McMath, 54 yards. And the Panthers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up. And they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
To throw is Duggan. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing, Duggan. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Duggan will look to throw this. Going right back to Wilson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. They'll look to throw again. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Here we go, 1st and goal. That's out to the left flat and complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Throw right side, Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Okay, right.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Blue check. Check.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Come on.
Tough
back.
spot here. 3rd down and 11.
Cut.
Another run with Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6. And this is good. Just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
First plays a run to Nwangu. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They'll look to throw. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. With that last completion, CDs now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
Well, this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
Here's first and goal.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense, every defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go. Here we go.
One last shot for Young. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Giants, the win will move them to 7-2.